Okay, how are we doing out there? First things first, my name is Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We're going to keep this short and sweet. Last one about ambient light rejection screen paints. Are they real or are they fake? Judging by our demonstrations that we do every single day on our technology. So, today we're going to be doing a demonstration on black projection screens. As I said before, I've seen a lot of screens out there claiming to be black. Most of them were just dark gray screens. And the one I did happen to see today that wasn't official. It was a black screen. It literally was black. Given that, it wasn't gray. But the problem was the fact that it had a very difficult time maintaining white levels. And it had an extremely hard, difficult time maintaining environments. Now, down here, we call this the meter max out zone. There is so much light down here that meters don't physically pick up down here. I've got my doctor meter. This is, I think it's an LX1330B right there. And we'll show you down in this zone, meters don't pick up. So this is how it works down here. So we'll show you our lighting right here. We got high fluorescent lighting. I love this lighting. I got to open up my door because it's freaking hot down here. Okay, so I'll pop this real quick. Turn the meter on. Now we had somebody came in and started talking about meter readings. We went down to the room. We turned on the meter. It maxed out. I said, give me a reading right now. He couldn't give me anything. Of course, there's nothing on the meter. They don't pick up down here. All right, so let's hit this right here. There you go. Right to zero. Right to zero. Actually, we have digital at 1. So it doesn't pick up down here. That shows you how much ambient light we have down here. Now, not only does your screen have to be able to pick up in a fully lit environment, and I mean a very, very well bright fully lit environment. We got screens that pick up, black screens that pick up outside. You go to my YouTube video, you go to my demo, when you first come in, you will see one of the screens, the Phoenix outside, displayed outside, its black levels, pulling up a snowstorm outside. So, one of the things that should be addressed when you're dealing with a black screen is its white level capabilities. Now, I saw this demonstration being done on someone's YouTube channel, and I said before the screen, it was coming up way too dark. Oh, way too dark, way too dark. Let me show you how it's done. At 106 inches, our elite edgeless screen coated with Phantom technology. As I said before, with Phantom technology, that product can be backed up 100%. We can do that product. We have, as a matter of fact, I'm going to put 7 links below. These are links you're going to be seeing the product going against black paint, black fabric, doing this at 1,000 lumens, 4,000 lumens, 5,000, the whole mix. We got the whole 9 yards going on in there. Just to show you how we can back our products up when other screen paints still haven't done this yet. All right, so let's begin. So those lights are supposed to pop up on the tree. I told you the bark is supposed to be exposed. I've seen this demonstration over hundreds of times. So every time when those lights fire off, you're supposed to see the detail in the bark. See, there you go. That's how it's done. We can do this outside too. See how you're supposed to see the individual trees in the background? There's supposed to be a ray of light cascading through. You missed all that. You couldn't see that because the black screen that was showing this couldn't pick it up. The white levels aren't there. That's when I sat there and showed you in the demonstration. I said the black levels are too heavy. Not only are you supposed to see the hair, but you're supposed to see the background. See how the leaves are moving back and forth? You're supposed to see all that. You couldn't pick that up. The only thing you could see was this, and this was even washed out. Now see how our hair is moving back and forth? It's not supposed to be all one color. It's supposed to be multiple colors. There's a little bit of brown and black moving back and forth. You're supposed to see her skin tone push off, the color of her eyes. All that's supposed to be displayed. The backgrounds with the trees, look at the sunlight pushing them right there. You're supposed to see all that. You couldn't see that because in the demonstration that was displaying it, the contrast levels were so heavy that all that was completely blacked out. Did you notice her wings have 3 different colors on them? There's 3 different shades of colors on her wing. Mind, this isn't a video. Come on, these are people that are developing graphic cards. They want you to be to see everything in their demonstrations. Now, if I'm playing this on a PC, I'm expecting to get the most out of my graphic card, number one, the most out of my screen. And we're doing this in 720p. See the bark? All that's supposed to come up. You're supposed to see all that detail in there. They're the different rays of light. You didn't see any of that, did you? That's supposed to be in the demonstration. The light cascading through the trees. This is how it's supposed to be done. Black screen has to do more than show contrast levels. It has to show a balance of white levels too. White levels are extremely important when it comes to black screens. Just like when you're dealing with gray screens, those gray mixed products, contrast level is the most important thing because that's something that the screen can't pull up. You have to be to back your product. Something that was not showed to you in the demonstration. Did you get an angle gain in that demonstration? No, you didn't. You know why? It wouldn't have picked up. The screen was coming up too dark. Anywhere I move in this environment, that screen's supposed to pull up. Just like how our screens activate upstairs right now, I should be to move anywhere in that environment, the ceiling, the walls, anywhere I want, and that screen is supposed to display itself. That's why I love this zone down here, the max out zone. Boy, I love it down here. I see that light pushing through, all that, you're supposed to be to see that. In that demonstration, you didn't see any of that, did you? I might do some gaming on here today. See, in that description of that product, they don't even know what gain it is. They say it's an 8 or a 9. In the demonstration with the screen, they're saying that it has to be used in a dark environment, but yet they're trying to use it in a well-lit environment. You can see it doesn't do well and with the lights on. That's one of the things they said about black screens, that they have difficulty picking up in well-lit environments because their white levels are not high enough. Well, our product doesn't have that problem. That's why you didn't see any demonstrations on any snow, any bright levels, high skin tones, none of that. Because that screen would have had an issue trying to bring it up. You were missing so much from the demonstration that he was showing off. All this, you weren't getting any of that. That background, that light pushing through. No, you weren't. So I can automatically tell from the door if your product was brought down here and we put you through a white level test, you wouldn't pass it. You would have a difficult time trying to pass that test.
Good morning.
White levels are not good. I ain't doing that crap. Shoot. Doing what everybody else is doing. Online shopping and the rest of the groups.
Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy more.
You couldn't pay me enough money to walk into a freaking store right now. Oh, heck no. Down below, we will post our demonstration testing our products against black fabric, black paint, other forms of black mixes that we made to put against our screen, demonstrations on our gunmetal screens, green screens, and so forth. We will show you the demonstrations. I've done this demonstration at 1,000 lumens. We've done this demonstrations on black versus black at 1,000 lumens. Same old demonstrations. We'll also show you the demonstrations of our what's it, the Phoenix? Yeah, Phoenix outside displays on 150 inches, demonstrations displayed at 180 inches. We got some other, 140 inch with an Optima GT 5500 outside, ultra short throw. Okay, no screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
You didn't show any demonstrations like this. You didn't do any demonstrations like this. You didn't show any white levels off on your screen at all. No solid white levels, which I noticed. Let's get those doggy in there. Here we go. I didn't see any of these in there. The reason why I didn't see them in there is because at the end of the day, your screen wouldn't have picked up the white levels. That's one thing you have to be careful about. Anytime a black screen is supposed to always display its white levels, no matter what. I could do this outside easy at 150 inches with no problem. So that's one of the things you're supposed to be to see. Good luck, 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Contrast demonstration, what would be the point? Screen's black. It's automatically going to pull contrast. Let's go toward the things it's not supposed to do. J&K 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, let's do this one real quick. this is the Phantom right here. And the screen we had upstairs earlier today at 126 inches, sitting in the window displaying the beautiful images without washing out or fading. That's the Phantom. This is the 100-inch version of the Elite Ageless, and the one upstairs is the 126 version of it. See what else we got on here? Nah, too easy. Not gonna do that. Too easy. Too many contrast levels. Not worth my time. Been there, done that. Let's go hit this.
¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Becky G here. Join
See how bright
me
the colors
and
come up on the
special
commercials?
guests as we tackle the most pressing topics with
Have to be at them white levels. That's what's very important. Anytime you see a black screen on display, one of the things that, two things I have to do. Number one, it has to be to see whether or not, if it's black paint at the end of the day, so you have to be to test against black paint. That's number one thing you have to do it. The ultra black screen he has, he wouldn't have to have no problem doing a pour out, because that screen literally is black. That's a black screen. Now that's what you call a black screen. But the problem with it is its white levels are really, really bad. The fact that that much light hit that screen in that environment, that thing faded out that bad. Even when he didn't have the curtains up, I told you when I looked at the demonstration, I said that NVIDIA video is too dark. And now you see what it's supposed to look like. The sunlight cascading through the trees, the greenery in the background. You're supposed to be able to see all that. Her hair is two types of color. It's actually brown and black. But you can't see that because the screen is oversaturated with too much. The black levels are way too high. Let's see what else we got on here to play with. Big old dog, yeah. See how high the white levels are? Yeah. Told you, Phantoms were bright. They're bright. Let's go over to, let's see where else we want to go at. We can pop over here for a minute. Plenty of opportunities to display very light demonstrations. In that video, he stuck to all contrast demonstrations. Not good. Black paint can bring up a contrast level. Black fabric can bring up a contrast level. Any one of them can do that, no problem. Chalk paint, spray paint, they can all bring up black levels, so no problem. The problem is the white levels. If the white levels suffer, the color suffers. Easy McCheesy. All right, where we gotta go from here? Let's go up with it. J and K 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Playing Christian music. I had no idea my subs were that freaking loud. Good gracious, I gotta adjust that crap. That's way too loud. I can hear the boom, boom, boom down here. That's Christian music. Got about 15 minutes before my battery goes up. I'm not going upstairs to get a charger, so I'm gonna finish this up quick. Got bacon to do. Let's get those white levels in there. Easy McCheese. Let's move it. Let's move it. Let's move it. Let's go down below. Let's grab this one right here. Boom, boom, boom. much light pushes off that screen. All right. That's it. Done. That's pretty much it. Throw some flowers on there, and voila. We don't have to do any contrast over because the screen's black. Doesn't make a difference to do contrast over. Go ahead. So it took me about 21 to display a jet black screen with all the bright colors on it, white level skin tones, the whole 9 yards, snow, white snow dogs. That's how it's supposed to be done. Because at the end of the day, like I said, any black surface is going to produce a contrast level. The hardest thing for a black screen to be to produce is its white levels. And the white levels are very important because that makes a difference whether or not its screen is going to be to produce natural color. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Voila. There you go. I think some people log in because they think the screen's not going to come up. I do these demonstrations just about every single day. Yeah, of course it's going to do what it's supposed to do. Did it display this in a demonstration? Nope. You know why? It'll washed out. He'll have to do this one with the lights out. You can't do this with the lights on because the screen can't pull a high enough white level. That's the problem. That's one of the problems that black screens have. They can't seem to pull a high enough white level, especially if there's a lot of light in the environment. Their screens will wash out. With our technology, we don't have that problem. We can be in here in a meter maxed out zone, 12 feet from the screen, and still produce a beautiful image. Let's have some fun with some contrast for you. LG beta fish, just for fun.
Getting that from YouTube.
Flawless. See, with this technology, it has the ability to not only produce amazing contrast levels, but it can maintain an insane white level, which means the colors and everything push off the black surface. So it's maintaining contrast and white levels at the same time. Images don't come up too dark. And as always, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with such wonderful, amazing technology. The only time that I had to do these side-by-side demonstrations against the other products because these are screen paints that are claiming that they're equal to our technology. And at the end of the day, we're telling you, no, you're not. You're nowhere near close to what we do over here. Because this screen is actually projecting a black level and white level at the same time. And the simple NVIDIA video, half of the video was missing. It was just so much, the black levels were so saturated. So many 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Wawa Sizzly breakfast sandwiches or Sizzly burritos are just 2 for $4. Gotta have a Wawa.
When I told you the floor was too dark, it was. The floor was supposed to be reflective. It's a pinball machine. if you notice when it comes to the ambient light, it doesn't sit as a distance from the screen. Those high fluorescent lights are sitting directly over top my screen at 106 inches. So I have my screen elevated off the floor so we can have it high enough to make contact with that light over top. From the demonstration I saw, the projection screen was sitting flat on the floor. The lights overhead wouldn't have made contact with it. With very little window light would have came in and washed out the screen completely. I'm gonna go back to where it says Sony. Wouldn't it look if you had a Sony TV? Like a black TV. All right, we're done here. That's pretty much all you need to see. This is what you shouldn't get out of a. It shouldn't be washed out. It shouldn't be faded. I don't know what was going on in the video. The video was really bad. I said before, nothing was coming up. You couldn't even see the individual branches, the sunlight. Her wings were 3 different colors. They were purple, they were black, and they were like a kind of a grayish color. Couldn't see any of that. Leaves in the background. I told you as the flowers started to light up around the side of the tree, you could see the bark exposed to the tree, the moss on the screen. You couldn't see any of that. It was too dark. All right, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time. I have to go, and God bless.